So that shit. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Hi.
How's it going?
I'm great. You know why?
Oh, I do. You can share it with me though, and the listeners.
There's just two of us.
Just
We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us.
No, Billy. He's Hi, Rich. How was your day?
It was great. It was actually, yeah. My life is very busy recently.
That's not good. No bueno.
I know. I'm a man that likes a bit of a schedule. I'm not a freak about it, but I like my routines. If I don't have my routines, I forget things. I can't get as much stuff done as I would like to get done. I get all thrown out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
So when stuff comes up, it affects me a little bit. Not stuff like Bill not being able to make this show. I'm perfectly okay with that. This is delightful.
You want to know what's wicked lame?
Please go on.
Billiam sent me a snap today. He was still doing his spreadsheets for fantasy basement.
God,
what a loser!
This guy,
loser.
We should have just cut him off the text chain. Although we have to continually remind him that we do work for this thing, and he doesn't. But yeah, no, he was MIA today. So a couple big news stories came across. I tried to pick a fight with him over baseball.
Saw that. Nothing. No bites. Nothing.
For like hours.
No. Yeah. No, he probably just went back to his spreadsheet and goes, "Shit, he's right. He did have more home runs. God damn it!"
so
erased everything and fucking started all over again.
Yeah. Damn it! Damn you! And you're Always Sunny in Philadelphia, not getting these references. Charlie Kelly in the newsroom looking for Pepe Silva. That's Bill Gately right now, putting together his baseball draft, his 7-hour baseball draft. I've never played fantasy baseball. Have you?
Once, and I would never do it again. It's too long.
I mean, when he said that, like baseball, we've gone over this. The reason baseball is because the game is too long and boring.
Yeah.
And the reason fantasy sports are very popular is because it takes out all of the bullshit of the sport and just allows you to focus on the fun parts.
Yeah.
Except for fantasy baseball, apparently, because even the draft is 6 hours long. Even he said by round 4, it kind of sucks. Like, what the fuck is wrong with baseball?
Even during fantasy football drafts, it's by round 4 or 5, it sucks.
Oh,
like,
shit. Auto draft my ass off.
And this kid's fucking got spreadsheets. He's auctioning people. Nope, thank you. Nope.
Oh my God.
Should we let the listeners know what he's going to be doing for his punishment for March Madness since he's not here?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, perfect. Richard and I have decided that Bill will be dressed up as the queen. He will go on Amazon. He will buy a queen outfit. He will then come to a recording, and have to do a live poem reading of one Colonel Ingus.
This could be a good debut for the Colonel Ingus franchise.
Yep.
Let's not say anything more about Colonel Ingus.
No, fuck no.
We'll just allow the poem to say its part. I don't think Bill knows about Colonel Ingus either, so that's good.
There's only 4 people that know about Colonel Ingus. 2 of them are right here.
The other good part about this is Bill doesn't listen to the show, so he's not going to know that this is coming unless one of his dink friends tells him on social media. So, hey, dink friends listening right now, don't tell Bill that we're going to make him read a poem in a dress.
And this dress will be showing off his Hamburg, as he likes to call it.
And tits. Oh, I've been running 3 miles a day. Fuck you. Okay, dude.
No, you haven't.
No, he hasn't. He's prompt.
He's a seasoned vet. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Hope he's not disappointed that the Queen's not available.
I hope it's the first question he asks. Where's Bill?
Because you notice how most of our guests know Bill right off the bat?
Yeah, because he's an asshole. Hello. We're connecting audio. See, we don't wait. Audio connected. Now we know. Now he's here. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Good. How are you?
Well.
Oh, doing excellent.
Yeah, he's a seasoned pro. Look at this. He's got everything's ready to go.
He's
not
got
asking
good
questions.
lighting.
Oh yeah, he knows what he's doing.
It looks great.
Yeah.
With us today, Eddie Rodriquez, the author of A Walk from Florida to New York. You also got another book coming out, Dance with Cancer, A Journey of Life, the founder of the Smile and Wave Project. Eddie, welcome to the Simple Mind Sports Show. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Well, thank you, Richard and Ray. It's an honor to be here. Hello, everybody out there. I hope you're doing amazing and you're smiling, you're happy, you're joyful, and things are going well for you.
See, he's not full of shit, Ray. He is actually very happy.
He's very happy.
When we fake it, people can tell. But this is
natural for him. He's just happy all the time.
This is genuine.
Well, do the best I can, right?
You got to.
Well, that's why you're here to talk to us. Obviously, you got some books coming out, but I think now I might be overstepped my bounds here, but I would say your message it would be bigger than the books, right? The books are a vehicle for your message, which is to be happy. You smile. Smiles are what? I'm sorry. What's the catch line? It's not about your miles. It's about smiles.
Yeah. It's not about the miles. It's all about the smiles.
That's awesome. Well, you're dealing with two New England guys who, were just naturally kind of pricks. So this should.
You're from New England. What do you want?
That's right.
Exactly. I'm just kidding with you.
Don't feel like
I'm a Miami fan, so.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Me.
All right, Eddie, let's dive right in. This is my first question is with all of the happiness, what's the secret? The floor is yours to kind of open it up. We got a bunch of questions here. We want to hear about your story, which is obviously truly fascinating and
very fascinating.
And we want to get into the books and what we can get from that, where we can find them, what you're up to now. But if you want to give us your story or tell us your secret, what you're all about, let the people know who Eddie Rodriquez is.
Well, to tell you the truth, there's really no secret. It's just a matter of not looking at what's in front of you and seeing what's out there. It's a matter of looking inside of you and saying, hey, what's up with me? What can I see that's beyond what I see with my eyes? Because if you start looking at things and you start reading the newspaper, you start, looking at TV and things like that, man, you're going to be depressed.
Yep.
The news is, they're not going to deliver anything that's going to be good for you. So what you have to do is you have to look beyond that. What can you find in yourself that you can be grateful for? What can you find that you can be happy about? Catch those things. Make sure you don't let your mind is your sentinel. And what your sentinel is, designed to do is to protect you. And when it's protecting you, it will not only protect you from things outside, but it protect you from yourself, which means what it's going to do is stand in your way and it's going to keep you down. So once you get past your mind, you get into your heart, you can actually start smiling happier.
That kind of brings up a question. I had you kind of hit the nail on the head there, but there are a lot of things that are bad that go on all around us. And, I take my turn paying attention to the news and not, but when you go too long and you feel like you're kind of away from things and you don't know what's going on in the world, you got to stay in touch somewhere. So how do you, what's a best practice to do you just ignore it, or do you have a way of going, okay, we had a mass shooting again. How do I internally focus on that, even though it's so horrible, but also stay happy and positive with myself?
Well, the thing for me, what I do is I allow the things that happen in the world to happen. And then everything that I need to know comes to me. I don't know, I can't tell you how, it just comes. I need to know this. So boom, it shows up somehow. I hear it on the radio. Somebody tells me about it, things like that. So I don't focus on, what's going on outside of myself, except for the important things that directly affect me. Because if I start, focusing in all those mass shootings and things like that, I hate that happens in the world, but I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So I don't focus
immediately
on that.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's certainly, internal focus and starting from there and going out, I can see how that would work. Is that something that you think that people are inherently born with? Were you born with it, or is it something you work at every day?
You mean as far as not focusing on the outside, focusing in on the inside?
Yeah, collecting everything that on the inside of you that makes you happy. I mean, there are certain people in the world that you meet and are just positive.
Yeah.
And for people like us,
We're
we
assholes.
have to work hard at being positive. It drives us crazy.
Yeah.
It drives us insane. It's like, nah, man, like things aren't that good.
It's like you start getting that twitch in your eye when you start trying to be nice all the time. It's like, God, I can't do this anymore.
The cynicism.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
It runs deep for sure. So I always have this question: do you think that there's a level of that inherently built into people, or I guess if you want to talk to your own experience, you've certainly been through a lot. Ray has some questions, and wants to get into your life story here. But do you work on it every day, or is it something that you think you've built up over the years? Or
well, you know what? The thing is, you have to work on it every day. I've been on both sides. I've been really happy. I've been really depressed. There's a lot of things that have happened in my life that pull me in both directions. And if you want to stay happy all the time, now I'm going to tell you this: I'm not 100% happy all the time. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody ever tells you, "Oh, I'm happy all the time. I'm never sad. I'm never this. Nothing bad ever happens to me," run the other way.
Or find out what drugs they're on. Yeah.
Maybe you see them walk across water or something. But that's impossible. I have my days. Trust me, I have my days. Like right now, I'm going through chemotherapy. Yeah, I got stage 4 colon cancer, and I'm dancing with it. Yeah. Now, does it mean that I feel good 100% of the time? No, absolutely not. The past couple of days, Saturday, Sunday, I was miserable. But you know what? I'm building a stone wall in my house. And so what I did was I started working on the stone wall. That kind of got my focus off of the chemotherapy and how I was feeling. I still felt that way, but I still kept going. And then on Sunday, I did the stone wall again, and I went on a 6-mile bike ride.
Fucking A, man.
So it's like, okay, where's my focus?
Don't release this. Don't release this. You're gonna make us look bad. You're in stage 4 colon cancer. You're building stone walls and going for bike rides. Man, I feel like shit right now.
Yeah, it is super impressive just for anybody, but compared to Ray, who was struggling just to drink water yesterday, it's a lifetime achievement. But
that's okay. Drinking milk for me is the thing that gets me.
Oh,
that's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I have a lot of bad jokes. Okay.
Perfect. We only do bad jokes on this show.
Oh, good.
But I think your point is solid. You can either over the weekend you could either lay in bed and drained away at how miserable you were, or you could kind of buck up and do what you wanted to do. And physically, luckily enough that you're able to do it, I guess. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that I don't feel like I can do it, but I do it anyway. I just keep going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that you can feel one way, but you think another.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I feel like this. This is what my body feels like right now. But I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to do things that make me feel internally better. Yeah. My body may not feel good, but I can go. I can do things. All I got to do is get by that one little thing, and that's feeling like crap.
Yeah.
But, hey, are you going to let it get you down? I'm not.
That's awesome. I read your bio. I mean, your whole story should be a movie. I don't know why you haven't sent this to Hollywood yet, but
I'm trying. I'm trying to get it.
Who would you have play you if you had a choice of who would play you?
I had thought about that, and I had thought Tom Hanks.
That's good choice.
I would love for he's such an amazing man.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie from Tom Hanks?
Oh gosh, all of them.
Forrest Gump's the only answer.
I love Captain. Oh, what was the name of that?
Phillips.
Captain
Phillips. That was amazing.
I'm the captain of the boat now.
Well, you did your. We want to get into the book, The Walk from Florida to New York, which was 2,000 miles. Forrest Gump, aka Tom Hanks, ran from coast to coast twice.
Several times.
He was running. So
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. Did you pick up any tips from that movie or from Tom on the walk there?
Tom ran. Okay, I'm lazy. I walked.
Tom's an American hero. You're just a notch below.
Yeah, what can I say? His mother says life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you get.
Yeah.
I say life is like a box of donuts. Okay. There's a lot of holes in it, but it's really sweet.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
That was another
Thank
good
you.
bad joke.
I like that one though. That was good.
You said donuts and Ray started sweating. So
No, my mouth started. I started drooling a little bit.
Oh, you a Dunkin' Donuts man? Okay,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, of course.
But runs on Dunkin's.
But what I read about your bio, you started drinking at 12 and started doing drugs at 12.
Yeah.
What
I started smoking pot.
What made you start going down that road at a young age? Did was there like a life event that you were just like, no,
I just went to a party.
Oh, really? That was
I
it?
lived in Miami. What can I say?
Oh, perfect. But you quit cold turkey, like no rehab or anything like that at 20 for alcohol and I believe 27 for weed. Yeah. That's it. And nothing like what drove you to do that? Just one day waking up saying, I don't want to feel like this anymore? Or?
No, actually there was two events. Okay. When I stopped drinking the night before, it was my birthday. Okay. And I had gone out to a place called the Dragon Club. I was in the military and that was on Fort Bragg. So I went out to the Dragon Club. I started drinking double shot tequila sunrises, and everybody was giving me drinks off of their drinks and things like this. I mean, I was wasted. I did not know what the heck I was doing. Okay, so I get up the next morning and, and I'm sorry to say this, guys, but I threw up all over the
Oh, no worries. Please. The floor is yours.
Yeah,
what you do?
So I went down, the next morning and I went to get something to eat. And then I walked out to my car. Well, my car was supposed to be parked head end. That was more like parallel parked, So I started freaking out and I was like, oh my God, how did I get here and stuff? And I called a friend of mine that had gone with me and I was like, how did I get home yesterday? He said, you drove. And I was like, what? So I started walking around my car looking for dents, looking for hair, looking for anything.
Blood.
I had hit somebody or done something.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I told myself, I said, you know what? That's it. This is it. I'm never going to get this drunk again. And what ended up happening was I stopped drinking. Every once in a while now, and at that time I was an alcoholic. Okay. And right. I stopped, but I didn't have to completely stop. Every once in a while, like maybe 3 or 4 times a year, I might have a drink or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And never get drunk.
Yeah,
I might have a drink or two.
Like a socially drinker or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Or somebody's like, "Come on, Eddie, I want to see you drink. I've never seen you drink. Come on, come on." I go, "Okay, fine. Here's one drink, okay?"
Yeah, exactly.
Just to shut them up.
Well, it's a man with a lot of you've developed a lot of self-control. It seems like over your life through your experiences.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Which is harder, a lot harder said than done. A lot of people can attest.
It's very difficult, but if you put in a big enough why, you can get through it. Yeah. Now, when I quit drugs, I went into the bathroom. My drugs of choice was cocaine, Quaaludes, smoking pot, things like that. So, and I was pretty heavy into it. So I walk into the bathroom and I look into the mirror, and for the first time, I actually looked into my own eyes. I mean, first time in years, I looked into my own eyes and I was like, who the heck are you?
Yeah.
I started seeing the bags under my eyes and how thin I was and how terrible I looked at that time. And I put my head down and I remember, just thinking to myself, man, Eddie, you go down a road that you're going to die. And I literally looked up, looked in the mirror, looked in my own eyes and said, Eddie, do you want to live or die? And I said out loud, I said, I want to live. I walked out of the bathroom. I was with a girl, she was my fiance. And I told her, I said, I just quit drugs. Are you quitting with me? And she said, oh, let's do a line. Let's take a lewd, Wow. I was like, no, you don't understand the concept of I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's generally not a line that you normally hear from your fiance coming out of a bathroom where,
you just found it. Yeah. Found the light.
You to go, let's go burn something down. And then you're like, I'm out.
Yeah. Now, forgive me for the sex part, but I have to read it because it's just what I read, I was just like, what the hell? But so you experienced the Widowmaker, 100% clogged artery, colon cancer and surgery, MRSA as a result of the surgery, gastritis, pancreatitis, a swollen gallbladder, a swollen pancreas, all at the same time, plus pneumonia, stage 4 colon cancer diagnosis. At what point did you just say, what the fuck? Why me? Like, what?
Well, you know, that's the natural thing to say is why me?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. But I have a lot of past experiences.
Yeah.
And I know better than to say why me. So instead of saying that is, okay, what can I do here? How can I make this shift my life into something that's even better?
Yeah.
How can I see it as good? Well, the thing that I see is I can go out and teach people how to handle situations like this. You know, it's like, okay, you know what? It's not the easiest thing in the world to be driving down the street. Your doctor calls you and says you have stage 4 colon cancer. Usually they bring you into the office for that. Well, she told me as I was riding down the street.
Yep.
You know,
you're in Florida.
I mean, MRSA is one of the worst things in the world. I mean, it's a lot of pain that you go through while you have MRSA. I had MRSA for like 4 months, you know, and they're digging little, you know, they pack it with this gauze. You know, the gauze is probably about that long, and they pack it into the wound. Hurts like shit.
Yeah.
But I remember one time the doctor was packing it into my wound, and I started laughing. She says, "What the hell are you doing?" I wasn't even on painkillers at the time. She says, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I got emergency laughter."
Yeah.
Hurts like hell, but you know what? I'm going to laugh my way through this. You know, I've got videos on YouTube and things like that of me laughing in the back of an ambulance at that time that had gastritis and pancreatitis and everything all at the same time. I'm in the back doing a video of, you know, and I'm laughing, saying this is the way that you handle this. You know, if something happens in your life, find the good in it. What's it going to do for you? What's it going to do for other people? Because guess what? There's a message in there somewhere. There is a definite message, and somebody needs to hear it.
Well, that part's certainly true, and the psychology of it is really interesting to me. We've talked to a sports psychologist, but a couple other guests who have been in kind of similar situations and are promoting positivity, and almost everyone has kind of a low point or several low points to drive from and pull from, and that's always been a big question of me where, you know, if you don't have one of those experiences to go, oh wow, this is the bottom. I mean, I can either quit or I can laugh my way through the most pain I've ever had, because what's the other alternative? Where, you know, guys like me and Ray stub our toe and we're pissed off at our wives for 4 weeks after, like that, you know, because we don't have the type of experience like that. I always wonder if it takes a low to reach, you know, that type of levity, psychology wise, and what you're doing now. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, they say that you have to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Now,
that was much better said.
You know, but I mean, is it really true? I mean, in my world, no, I don't think you have to have a breakdown to have a breakthrough. But just start looking at life in a different way. Start discovering, you know, the things around you, who you are, who you truly are. You know, what's at your core. And when you start finding out what is at your core, you're going to discover different ways to handle things. Read about it. Go to workshops. You know, do all the work. Look on YouTube. There's plenty of things on YouTube. Essence of Being was a huge help in my life. When my daughter passed away, when I had my cerebral hemorrhage, okay, Essence of Being helped me like crazy. T. Harv Eker, Anthony Robbins.
Yeah. You always got to look for the other help. You know, you can't always have it yourself. Yeah, absolutely. But I'm in this construction business as well. Like, I do plumbing. So I read that you built your own house in '94, just with the chainsaw and your own, you know, like hand tools. And you're pretty much living off the grid, no water for 6 months, no electricity for a year. How quiet was that year with your wife and 3 kids in your house with you? Because I know when I ever do a project, like I just get pissed off if anyone talks to me because no one's gonna be saying one thing and be like, shut up, like you don't know what you're talking about. Just let me do my thing. You'll have water soon enough. Leave me alone. But how quiet? How was it for you doing that all by yourself?
That's the funny thing is that we came together as a family.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed the process. It was amazing. I mean, the way that my kids jumped in, the way that my ex-wife jumped in, they were right there. They were helping me. They weren't complaining, and they were like encouraging and saying, oh, look at this. We just put the roof on the house because we were living in tents for a month.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing was, the tents leaked.
Tents
great.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But luckily we had a 4Runner. We had a Toyota 4Runner. And so when it rained, the kids, I had 3 girls and my ex-wife, they would go into the 4Runner, okay, and they would sleep in the 4Runner, and I'd sleep out in the tent getting leaked. I felt like Chinese water torture. You know how they?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm out there, and I wake up in the morning soaking wet, but and I was working at the time, and I was working in Nashville. I lived in a place called McEwen, Tennessee. I was working in Nashville, 80 miles away.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I would drive out there, work like 10 hours, come home, we turn on the lights for the 4Runner, and we do the work mostly at night and a little bit on the weekends. Yeah. So it was definitely a challenge, but it was something that was really fun, and the family just bonded. We just bonded. So, I don't know how to describe the feeling of building your own place with no electric, no water, and the challenges that come with it. Think about doing the dishes. Got to go down to the creek to do the dishes. So we had to go down the hill, out to the creek. The water's freezing cold, and you're there with the dishes.
Jesus.
I'm
sure you bathed down there too, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
yeah.
I did,
so you did everything down there.
Did everything down there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Once we got the house, we had the structure of the house. We hung a hook. We hung a water bag and let the sun heat the water bag.
So you have a warm shower, like a quote unquote warm shower.
There you go. But think about it. I had 3 girls and my wife, right?
Yeah.
So
you're probably going last.
Taking a shower, I got to go away.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking a shower outside the house because I got the girls there. So I have to go down to the creek in the middle of winter.
Fun living.
Oh, yeah.
Fun living.
Great living right there.
Oh, man. It was, but you know what? I look back on that and I'm like, God, that is so cool. That is so awesome what happened at that time.
Oh, I read that. I thought that was amazing. Like just doing your own thing, building your own house from scratch. That's amazing.
It's a cool experience. My father built a log cabin years, 10 or 12 years ago, and not as rural, but we would go down. We'd go to the creek and collect water we had plumbing. Yeah. We just didn't have a well or anything yet. So you go down to the creek and you're collecting, or in the winter, the well was shut off. So you go down and you're ankle deep, and it was New Hampshire. So it was like -3 or whatever.
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Fun times. No, it is a real cool experience to look back on. And, we did Christmases up there and you all kind of get around the fire and that's cool. Those are cool experiences. And I want to get into your book now. We've taken a lot of your time and talk about experiences. So you got 2 of them. The one that we want to talk about now is the walk from Florida to New York.
Okay.
What can we expect from the book? The story is you went from Florida to New York for $200, with $200. I mean, my question is that just what you had on hand, or was that a conscious decision, or what was?
That's what I had on hand.
You just decided to go up and I'm going to go collect some smiles from Florida to New York. And I'm not going to go past New York because they're pricks up in New England. My ratio,
I wanted to avoid you guys. I had heard about
smart.
I said, no, I'm not going there.
Yeah, he's like 60% on waves and smiles below New England. That drops drastically if you cross into Connecticut. I get it. But so just, if you don't mind, just kind of tell us what to expect from the book and your experience, what a lot of people talk about doing that around, but nobody actually does it. So I'm sure you got more stories than you might care to share, but if you wouldn't mind, the book and what it was all about.
Well, the funny thing is that when I started the walk, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go to Washington, D.C. and do a video that says, "Smile and wave, America, we love you." Okay. Now, originally I was going to drive, but somebody stole my van. So when they stole my van, I was standing out in the driveway, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do now? How am I going to get there? You know? And I said, "Oh, the hell with this. I'm just going to walk. Nobody's going to stop me." That's the first thing I want to tell you, is that anything that tries to get in your way, go through it, pass it, under it, around it, whatever. Just do it. Just go. You know, so I did. I had $200 in my pocket. I had no plan as to where I was going to eat, where I was going to sleep, what I was going to do in a day. So I'd wake up in the morning and go, "Okay, what are you bringing me today? Who's going to show up?" So ask questions. You're going to find in my book, I ask a lot of questions. And I'm also thinking, you know, what can I do? How can I help people? How can I collect smiles? I did interviews along the way with people. I walked with a murderer. Amazing guy. Okay. He went to jail for 8 years for murder, got out, and now he's out on the street. But what a phenomenal person. On my YouTube, you'll see an interview with him. Okay. So, okay, let's say I didn't know where I was going to eat or where I was going to sleep, right?
Hold on. I don't know if we can let I walked with a murderer and he's an amazing person, but is that something that we need to read the book to find out about more, or is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's actually a really nice cliffhanger.
No, that's very good.
There's an amazing murderer out there somewhere in the South. Eddie knew him. He interviewed him. Check YouTube, but also buy the book to find out the story.
Yes. Because I mean, it is an amazing story. You know, so how many days do you think I slept outside? Because I had no plan. I had no idea what I was going to do.
I know the answer to this, so I won't answer.
Every day.
Every day I slept outside?
Yeah.
No, 0 days.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Because when you have something that you're doing that is helping people, the universe, I call it the universe, and people call it God, whatever you want to call it, it opens up and it brings you whatever it is that you need. You have to be open to receiving it. That's one of the things you're going to learn in the book. Be open to receiving what you're being given. You start saying no, you're teaching the universe that you don't want it, and it's going to go give it to somebody else. You know, so what I do is I say, "Hey, listen, I got a dumpster. Anything you want to bring me, just let's put it in, and I'll collect it later." You know, so it's fantastic. The other thing is listen to your intuition. It's like, you know, I had so many different times when I was told I got to do one thing, you know, go this way, go that way. I was supposed to turn right at this one stop. Oh, no, actually, I was supposed to turn left at one stop sign. And my intuition told me turn right. The story that comes out of that is fantastic. I mean, I got the vitamins and things that I needed that I hadn't had in a couple of months. I also ran into a cop, and he and his wife actually brought me home, fed me, and gave me a ride back to the spot where I needed to go.
Wow.
The next day.
That's awesome.
I had a guy that he pulled a gun. Okay. You know, he looked at me he was giving me a ride because it was raining and lightning and everything like that. I'll walk in the rain. No problem. Lightning? Yeah, that's another story. I needed to get to the hotels 10 miles or 20 miles down the road. So I asked this guy, "Would you give me a ride to Little Washington, North Carolina?" And he said, "Well, I can get you halfway there to a little, you know, convenience store." And I said, "Okay, cool." So when he took off in his truck with me, he looked at me and he says, "Please don't do anything to make me shoot you." And I was like,
"Okay."
Yeah, I'm a small guy, man. I'm not doing anything to make me shoot you.
Yeah.
You know, or make you shoot me. And so he looked at me again, real serious. And he said, "Please don't do anything to make me shoot you." And he pulled up a 45 from between his legs. And I said, "Listen, man, I'm not going to do anything to make you shoot me. Yeah. And I'm Cuban. I talk with my hands. So don't look at this as a threat."
This is just who I am, what I do.
Yeah. And, you know, the point of that is that, you know, this guy plus the guy with the knife, I didn't tell you about that, but there was another guy with a knife.
And the murderer. Or those,
you know, and a murderer.
Yeah.
Okay. They were more afraid of me than I was of them. You know, I handled it cool and calm and collected. And what they did was, you know, they let me know that they could kill me if they wanted to, but they weren't going to if I didn't do anything. And I was like, okay, cool.
Can I ask you a question about that? Because that's what, you know, most people, I think, immediate reaction would be when you say kind of let things in on a journey like that. They'll say, well, there's a lot of inherent danger out there. And if you let yourself in, you're letting yourself into that danger. And if you don't know how to deal with it, then, you end up on the news. Would you say that would you say that's incorrect? Like, a majority of people are not really like that, even if they are afraid of you? Maybe they present some sort of danger. But if you just present yourself a certain way, then you're dealing with mostly good people, or do you think that danger's out there and you just got to be good?
Well, here's the thing. The danger's definitely out there. But do you put yourself in a situation where the danger's going to get to you? I was 277 days on the road. How many bad people do you think I ran into?
Actual bad people sounds like 0, but if we count the murderer, 1.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a bad guy.
There we go. So 0.
Okay. It really wasn't. I did not run into people that were intentionally going to put harm to me.
Right.
Okay?
That's my question. Like,
Yeah.
But he also didn't go to New England. So, I mean.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
There's an asterisk on that. So
or Ohio. So,
Yeah. One or the other. Yeah. If you walk into Rhode Island with a Yankees hat, the first person you talk to just punches you square in the face. Thankfully you didn't.
No, I did have people flip me off as they were driving by because I was walking opposite of traffic. Okay, like
you're supposed to do. Yeah, that you're supposed to do. That's normal.
Yeah. Well, that was their, the Florida hello. There's a little bird for you. I'm like, oh, tweet.
Yeah, there you go. I also saw in your bio that you can't go to sleep without making 6 people laugh.
Yes.
Do you have a go-to joke that you use?
No, actually, it's just impromptu. It's just, I mean, if I have 5, then I have to run down to 7-Eleven or something and get the guy to laugh behind the counter. What I'm going to say to him, I have no idea. But usually I just walk in the store and they look at my face and they start laughing because.
And if they don't, you just
look at this
pull
guy
your shirt up or something. Are we 5 and 6 today, or do you have a couple more to get to?
What's that now?
Are we 5 and 6 today? Because we've been laughing the whole time. So did you meet your quota?
I already met my quota. You're probably like 8 and 10.
Good for you.
8, 9.
Perfect
Good for you. Well, that's awesome. And what's the timeline and situation with the new book here?
The new book I hope to have done by the end of the year.
Great.
It's my dance with cancer because people say, oh, I'm fighting cancer, right? Well, I'm sorry, but why am I going to fight cancer? To me, that's kind of like a negative thing. So, I got stage 4 colon cancer. I've been dealing with cancer since 2014, so metastasized into my lung. And they said it was growing. My surgeon said, well, we can't do any operation on you anymore because they wanted to cut it out. They can't cut the cancer out. They want to do chemo, radiation, and all, the whole 9 yards. Okay. Well, I told them, I said, I'm not doing surgery. I'm sorry. I'm attached to my lung. Okay. So my doctor was like, okay, we can't do that anymore because it's grown too big. It's pushing against your heart, pushing against your lungs, your rib cage and stuff. And I was like, okay, fine. Good. You can stop bugging me about it now. So anyway, I decided to go into a dance because at first I said, yeah, I'm going to fight cancer. And I got a picture of myself with my x-ray, and it shows the cancer, and I'm like this, and I went, God, isn't that kind of negative?
Yeah.
I'm fighting cancer.
Well, the bad result is you're going to lose. So,
yeah, you're in a battle. You're getting beat up every day, Instead, find something good within it. I found things that I can be grateful for with the cancer. I mean, the cancer helped me to bring my sugar numbers down. It helped me to lose 47 pounds. I gained a little bit back, but I did lose some. So there's a ton of things that cancer has done for me. It's opened up my eyes to a new life. It's taught me some things that I can carry with me and use in my own life, and that I can teach people to use in theirs. So, yeah, cancer's bad, but there's good within the cancer.
Yeah. If you can find it.
Yeah, and you can find it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to dance with it. I'm going to spin it. I'm going to dip it, and then I'm going to throw it out into the universe and say, bye-bye. See you later. Don't touch
That's the key.
else.
That is key.
When it's over, you tell him to take a hike. Yeah,
Eddie,
like the fiance in the Miami Blow Club. I'm out of here.
Yeah, see you later.
That's right.
Speaking of Miami, I see that Miami Dolphins honored you twice at Hard Rock Stadium with the Smile and Wave America Day.
Yes.
Are you a Dolphins fan? And if so, I'm sorry to hear that.
I am a big time Dolphins fan. I became a Dolphin fan in the 70s,
Oh, so you got to live the glory years. Okay.
I did.
Okay. And now it's just miserable.
there. Huh?
And now it's just miserable for you.
Yeah, no, actually it's getting better now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are going down, we're starting to go up. But you had us for 20 years. We had you first for 20 years along with Buffalo.
You did.
And then, things started to turn around and things like that. So we're switching roles again.
I doubt it.
Who knows? You got Belichick, so
thank you.
I don't respect that.
Yeah. A lot of false hope down there. They need to learn a thing or two from you. I don't think they're making best practices.
Nope.
Well, listen, we thank you so much for taking our time. I'm gonna turn it over to you and just tell us where we can find the book, how can we contribute to your causes. The floor is yours and we'll on the internet put out the links and everything else. But where's the best places we can go to find what you're all about?
Well, you can go to Amazon for the book, or you can go to my website, which is www. I don't think you need to say that anymore, but anyway, www.thesmileandwaveproject.com.
That's perfect.
So the Smile and Wave Project,
For our listeners, it's best to really make it clear.
Yeah. It's simple minds for a reason.
Yeah, there you go. But you can find everything there, and there's different sections of it. So go and explore the website a little bit. I think you'll like it. It's all about happiness, smiles, about my speaking and how I can help people, a little bit of coaching. The book, you can find the book there. And I'm also going to be putting, Dance with Cancer. I'll probably be putting it out for pre-sales pretty soon. And, things are, there's positive notes in there to look at. I'm going to be adding a whole bunch of pictures and videos. And also I'm doing something now. It's the Dancing with Cancer Happiness Tour.
Yeah.
And I already went on my first couple of trips. And what I'm doing is kind of like the walk, where I went out there and I started, being happy with people and smiling and waving and teaching and doing whatever I could to spread the word. Yeah. And I'm doing the same thing, but now I'm driving. And I'm kind of doing a bucket list.
Nice.
And while I'm there, I just go out into the streets and talk to people. Of course, I keep my distance.
Yeah.
I wear my masks, so.
I was going to ask that because I saw that and I half expected to see you out of the back of a Vito van here on the road for this interview. I was a little bit surprised to see you in so well lit.
Yeah. Well, it's right now I'm working on my house. I just built a stone wall. I'm built in the middle of building a stone wall with an archway and stuff, so.
Nice. So we can follow you on that tour and stuff. Like you'll kind of post all the updates and everything, and website's the best place to get out all that information and
all the information.
And grab the book. These have been the best cliffhangers for any
Oh,
book.
hell yeah.
I got through the first, I don't know, chapter and a half or something today, and I didn't get there yet. So I guess I know what I'm doing tonight. And if you don't have it, go buy it on the website or Amazon.
Yeah.
Thanks again so much for joining us and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
We need more of what you're doing. So appreciate you jumping on with us.
Thank you. And it's been an honor to be on your show. I really thank you for allowing me that and, for taking the time to interview me. And, I just hope that everything goes well with you and everybody that's listening. Keep smiling, keep waving. Make sure you look at life as what it really is. It's a teaching tool. Every problem that comes your way is there for a reason, and it's to show you exactly what your next steps in life are. And they can be a whole lot better when you look at them and not avoid them.
Good words. Good words. We'll take it to heart. We'll try and do our best. All right.
There you go.
Thanks.
Even though you guys are from New England, I know you can smile.
Yeah. We fake it good enough anyway.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it.
Thanks, bud.
Thank you. Have a wonderful one.
You as well.
Thank you.
So is he saying that Bill's put in our way for a certain reason? As soon as he said that, I was thinking of Bill the whole time. Like, Bill's
the number one obstacle in our way is our co-host.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Man, that's a story and a half. That should be Hollywood. Hollywood should be knocking at this guy's door and be like, "Hey, let me."
Yeah, that's a lot of positivity for a lot of bad shit.
Yeah. Yeah. When I was reading his little bio that we got sent to us, I was like, "Good God, sir!" Yeah. After a couple of those situations, I've been like, "Fuck this, I'm done. I'm out." Fuck the world.
I was reading a little bit in the story about he didn't stay. You know, he never slept outside because of everything. But I didn't get to the murderer part. Now I'm really curious about the murderer.
There's a couple of teasers that he gave you there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The guy with the gun. Oh,
I'm still waiting for
the knife. We don't know about the knife guy.
No, I'm still waiting for my coloring book to come in for it.
That makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you.